Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I purchase mostly online liquidation and mystery boxes and I sell the inventory online for profit. Today, I actually have a What Sold video for you. I'm doing my top 15 highest sales of June 2024. So if you want to see what sold for the most money last month, definitely stick around. So I actually, if you've been watching my videos a while, I took a few months off from doing these What Sold videos. And here's why. So I went to do, I don't know if it was March or whatever month I stopped in. And every single sale on the list was either from my Everlane bottoms boxes or from my Madewell J. Crew palette. And I'm like, this is not fun content. Like I'll be doing 90-day updates on those. There really was like nothing to report. So I decided just to take a few months off in the interest of focusing on other types of content. I've been doing more strategy type videos, but I feel like there's been enough of a mix up in the inventory that I've been getting in that I can confidently show you something a little more interesting in what's been selling. So if you like reseller content, certainly consider subscribing to my channel. Anytime I get a new box in from a liquidation site or a secondhand site, I come on, I unbox it live. I come back, I do a 90-day update and give you my results of the box based on what actually sold out of the box. I've been doing more strategy videos, like I said, and I will, as long as it makes sense to do so, do more of these What Sold monthly videos. So I'm glad to do another one. I'm excited to show you what sold in the month of June. Hit that like button if you could. That certainly helps out the channel too. And let me know in the comments, what was your highest sale of June 2024? And if you experienced a slowdown. I know we talk about the dreaded summer slowdown. In fact, I made a video about that, which I'll post down below if you want to check it out. I have not experienced a slowdown. In fact, June has been one of my best months of 2024. So I'm still going strong. I'm happy to say that. I was a little worried, but thankfully everything's been pretty even keel for me around here. Other than that, a few little life updates. I guess I wish I had more to tell you. I haven't done any sort of updates in like 2 or 3 months, but I hired an employee. She is a high school student. She's about to be a senior. She's been over here in person, like actually taking photos for me and helping me get things listed and inventoried. So that's been a really big help. It's allowed me to process a little bit more inventory or quicker. So that's been really cool. I have a nanny for my daughter. She's had her nanny for a few months now, so that's not really new. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just over here making videos, doing unboxings and listing. And with all the listing comes a lot of shipping. So I've been doing a lot of packing and shipping as well. So let's get into the top 15. That's what you're here to see and what I'm excited to share with you. What I'll do is I'll show you over here on the side. I will give you what the item is, where I got it from, how much I paid for it, how much it sold for, how long I had it for, and what platform it sold on. If I can remember to give you all that info, I should be able to. So let's get right into it. Number 15 on the countdown, the curvy high-rise stovepipe jeans. These are actually from my J. Crew Madewell palette that I ordered back in February. These took actually they sold on the 89th day for $59.99 on eBay. That palette sold for $10.49, or I paid $10.49 per piece for that palette, so $10.49 into $59.99. Excellent sale. And actually, now that I'm noticing, majority of these sales are eBay sales. So that's pretty exciting. I love making eBay sales. And I sell more on Poshmark, but my higher sales do tend to come from eBay. Next up on the list is this ruffle neck suiting dress. This was a size 12 from J. Crew Factory. This was also from that palette. These are the only two from that palette on this list, I swear. So $10.49 a piece. This one took just under 90 days, but was also $59.99 eBay sale, plus the buyer paid the shipping on that one. which by the way, I do have the next time I film. So I typically only film videos like twice a month, but I film like enough content for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. So the next time I film, I will be filming the 90-day update on the palette. We're right at 90 days like right now today, so it'll be like an extra 2 or 3 weeks on the palette by the time I get to filming the video. But I'm trying to keep my 90-day updates as close to 90 days as I can this time. I just had other boxes I needed to do first, so it's in the queue, I swear. Anyway, next up is the Katia Once Upon a Tide shorts. These are from the Lily Pulitzer box I ordered from Boutique by the Box. This box I paid $24.99 per piece. These were a size medium and they sold within about 3 weeks on eBay. These were also a $59.99 eBay sale. These were actually, and I'm going to count this anyway because they sold. These are actually from my own personal closet. They were these Lily Pulitzer linen palazzo pants. The print was called Bal Harbor, I think. These, like I said, these were from my own personal closet. I've had them sitting in there for a couple of years. I haven't worn them since my daughter was born, since before I was pregnant. And not only was I sure that they probably don't fit anymore, but I also like have nowhere to wear them to. I don't have a top that fits. So anyway, it was just time to like let them go. I knew I was better off having the money and I'll get myself something else. And that's why I love buying things where I can consider the resale value, because I like to, wear things a few times or whatever and then move them along. So anyway, these sold for $60 on eBay. Somebody sent me an offer on these. And these were actually listed about 4 months, but because they're linen pants, that doesn't necessarily surprise me that they sold in the middle of summer or the beginning of summer, I guess. Next up was this multicolored tank midi dress from the brand Missoni. This came in my Helpsy Source Rent the Runway retiree box. It was called Brand Mix 5. There were, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these same dresses. There's another one on this countdown. This one was my one and only Vestiaire sale. I think actually this is my only Vestiaire sale for the entire year. I don't love selling on Vestiaire. I will only list very select things on there. My issue with that platform, not to go on a tangent, but that platform lets people make you offers and then you accept the offer and then they like don't actually pay. So they can the offer just times out. So I get offers on over and over and over and over again and I accept them and then the buyer ghosts me after I accepted their offer. So it's really, really frustrating. I've got a pair of Gucci shoes. I swear I've received over 20 offers on them that I've accepted that people just don't follow through with the order. So it's a little bit of a frustrating platform to deal with, but every once in a while I get a sale. So this one was from that Rent the Runway retiree box. It was $23.31 per piece on that box. I sold it for $61.82. Very long story short. This took a little less than a month, but, I was able to sell. And especially because I had so many duplicates of that dress, I wasn't expecting miracles. That box is a whole different story that we'll get into separately at some point when I do the 90-day update. Next up is also from that Lily Pulitzer box from Boutique by the Box. This was the UPF 50 Plus Pillar Tunic dress. I think if I remember correctly, this dress was actually missing a belt. So I didn't get nearly what it was worth. I had to list and disclose that it was flawed or, missing the belt. But it's still sold on eBay for $63.74. I'm pretty sure that on this one, I had it listed for like $75 and I sent a 15% off offer, which the buyer accepted. Plus they paid the shipping on that one. And this one was only listed about 2 weeks. It was one of the first items to sell out of the box. So no complaints there. This is from that Madewell J. Crew shoes box that I ordered from Boutique by the Box. These were the Vernon leather loafers in dried maple was the color. They were a size 7.5. They were new without box. And these sold within 3 weeks on Poshmark for $65. I paid $11.25 per pair on those, so that was pretty good. Then there were the P448. I actually have the unboxing video coming up in the next week or so on this box. So I'm glad that these finally sold so I could report a sale on this box. These were the Bambi Luke platform sneakers in a size 37. I paid $34 per pair on this box, so the cost of goods was really high, but they did sell for $66, which was way lower than my original list price, but we were over 90 days already. I wasn't losing money, so I was ready to go ahead and move those along. $66 Poshmark sale. Here's another one of those Missoni dresses. This one was a size 44. Actually, they were both a size 44. This one sold on eBay for $70. Somebody offered me $70 on it. And this one sold just a few days after the one that sold on Vestair. So this one sold for $70 plus the buyer paid shipping. I had $23.31 into that box. The next two are both Andy swimsuits that I got from Helpsy Source a while ago. But now that we're back in swimsuit season, my swimsuits were selling again. This one was called the Augusta One Piece in Vine. This one was like short sleeve, but it had an open back, but it had the snap-ups like the Malibu style. So, and it was a size small. So typically with that much coverage, I do better with the bigger sizes. So that's why this one was still sitting around. But ultimately it did sell on eBay for $71.99. So that was a fantastic sale. Even though I had it a while, I only paid $6.65 per piece on that box. The same with this one. The style was called the Romana? I don't know. But either way, this one was a size large and it was a $74.99 eBay sale. So that was very exciting. I'm glad to see that Andy Swimwear, now that we're in swim season, is selling again, and it's selling pretty high. All right, actually, we are at the top 4. Story time with number 4 here. I don't know if you guys remember. You might, if you've been watching my channel. I had a whole stack of items from various mystery boxes that had sensors on them. And I was going to do a work with me video of like me trying to get the sensors off with magnets and all kinds of stuff. And this pile sat in my house for like over a year. I just kept accumulating stuff with sensors. And I kept saying I was going to make the video and I like never did. And one day I like rage cleaned in here. And I was like, forget it. I'm not making a video on this. And see, I was overthinking it because I wanted to get like different camera angles and like show you this magnet and this sensor remover. And I never ordered additional sensor removers for one. I'm not fancy enough to set up camera angles. You can see we're low budget here. You get what you get. So anyway, I got sick of looking at the pile. I knew there was stuff in there I wanted to sell eventually if I could get the sensors off. So one day I just did it. And like half of the stuff, the sensors came off with my one little magnet and half of it they didn't. And I think the stuff that didn't, I just donated, to be honest. And the stuff that did, I listed. Anyway, this shirt that I purchased back in January of 2023 that had been sitting around for over a year and a half, I listed this shirt. I paid $4.72 per piece on this Quick Lots box a year and a half ago. It was this Jonathan Simkai like boho crop bralette top thing. The sensor came off in 2 seconds. I listed it and it sold within 2 weeks for $80. So let this be a lesson to you. Either film the dang video or take the sensor off and sell the item. And don't let it sit for 18 months because that $80 would have been just as useful to me 18 months ago than it was now. So, you know, if I don't keep a death pile, but the closest thing to it is the pile with the stuff that has the sensors, which is now empty. Thank goodness. Anyway, moving on. Number 3 on the list are the Ludlow Derby shoes. These came in that J. Crew, Madewell J. Crew shoebox from Boutique by the Box. I had $11.25 per pair into this box. These sold on eBay in less than a month for $89.99. So if you see the Ludlow Derby shoes out in the wild, 1000% worth picking up. These were a size men's 8.5, which is not a super common size for men's shoes. That's actually kind of small. So that was a great sale, $89.99. I'll take it all day long, especially because it took less than a month. Number 2 on the list, this is from my Boutique by the Box Eileen Fisher box. That one will be, the 90-day update will be filmed in my next batch on that one as well. So I'm excited to report out the results on that box. But this was a gray linen cardigan. It was a size medium. It was new with tag. I had $13.09 into each piece on that box. This one did take a little over 2 months to sell, but it sold for my full asking $119.99 on eBay plus shipping. The person that bought it from me, again, they paid my full asking, and then they messaged me like right after they bought it and asked me if I had any more, because it was their absolute favorite sweater, and they had just, like, they'd had it forever and they just put a hole in it or something happened. The one that they had got damaged and they were looking to replace it. So wonderful sale. Definitely a right buyer situation. I love it when the right buyer comes along and purchases an item outright. But that still was not the highest sale in the box. The highest sale for the month of June 2024 was actually, and this is not surprising, from that ready-to-list footwear box I ordered from Helpsy Stores. These were the On Cloud 5 running shoes in Niagara Blue. These were $16.62 per pair, which was quite a hefty amount to pay for shoes, especially potentially not even brand new shoes, just ready to list. But these sold for my full asking price on Poshmark in 7 days. 1 week after I listed them, they sold for $120. I'm not sure what happened here. The buyer, so my Posher VA, I have Posher VA set up to send 10% off offers with discounted shipping after 5 minutes after the buyer likes the item on pretty much all of my listings. There are a couple exceptions, but generally speaking, offers just go out all day so that I don't have to do it myself. So when I get a full price sale on Poshmark, I'm like, okay, that person really wanted this item so much that they just paid out full price. But it's usually a little bit like, what happened here, right? This person did message me like after the sale went through and said that they wanted to accept my offer, or they thought they accepted my offer, but like it still took the full price sale. So I don't know what happened. I honestly, like, I never responded to the guy's message. I like meant to, but it was one of those things like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but it's paid for. So, and I think I had already shipped it, actually. That's right. I had already shipped the shoes. So it's not like I could just cancel the order. So like I didn't even respond. He put in the message that he reached out to Poshmark for assistance. So I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do, right? So I actually never responded. And I never heard back from him. I got a good rating. He gave me 5 stars. So I'm not sure what happened. If you have any insight on maybe how somebody could accidentally not accept an offer, feel free to let me know. Because I didn't know what to do for him. But anyway, that one was the top sale. And so that was $16 per pair. The box was a 5-pair box. So I made my money back and then some on just that one pair of shoes. So that was an amazing sale. Love selling on clouds. Love selling new in box on clouds even more. And hopefully Helpsy restocks that box, because I'm very, very happy with that one so far. So anyway, that is my top 15 sales for June of 2024. Definitely let me know in the comments, what was your top sale? What is working for you right now in the middle of summer? Is there a certain category that you're selling a lot of, or a certain item you're selling a lot of? Let's share with each other. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's working. I would definitely love to know. I know lots of my viewers would love to hear what's working for you. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more reseller content. I do want to start doing these what sold videos again, at least on a monthly basis, as long as it makes sense to do so. And hit that like button on the way out if you could. That certainly helps out the channel. It lets me know you like this kind of content. And if there's any topics, like strategy type topics, I've got a great list running, but if there's anything you want me to discuss, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see if I can work it into a future video. But that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.